your occupation is going to be less important than the outcome of what you've taken your occupation to. So what I mean by that is you can be a plumber, you can be an electrician, you can be an HVAC technician, you can be, someone who works in renewable energy or the energy sector. And traditionally speaking, you might not have thought that those were really, well-respected or highbrow jobs. But at the end of the day, if you are making a good living for yourself, if you have a very stable lifestyle and you have better career prospects than the next person who has a 4-year degree and works in computer science, then you're probably going to also be perceived pretty well, right? At the end of the day, I think our society is really driven on, okay, what are the external factors that I can perceive about this person? Nobody spends their time looking at like what Bryan does on a day-to-day basis and saying, well, if he's, a plumber, what is he actually doing with his hands, right? It's like, what car does Bryan drive? What house does Bryan live in, right? Is Bryan able to afford the basics and the essentials for his family and the luxuries and the trips and everything else that he wants, right? It doesn't really matter how you get there. It just matters that you get there. And I think that perception is valuable in a way for at least the skilled trade and some of the other sectors we're trying to benefit, because this is a place where you are going to find that stability, where you're going to find those prospects.